When buying a supercar, potential owners tend to look for certain traits, including top-tier performance, flashy looks, and exclusivity. One car that has embodied those attributes since its introduction in the early 90s is the Dodge Viper. Hello, and welcome to our comprehensive Kelley Blue Book review of the Dodge Viper. In many ways, the Dodge Viper represents an old-school formula for a supercar. It features a powerful engine, race car-like suspension, seductive bodywork, and little else. The Viper may lack the comfort and features many high-end buyers demand, but those who can tolerate its unrefined nature are rewarded with one of the most exciting driving experiences available. You'll like the Dodge Viper if you enjoy speed and power, but also want a vehicle that will push you to become a better driver. You may not like the Viper if you want a relaxed ride. With 600 horsepower and no stability or traction controls, the Dodge Viper takes a good deal of attention and restraint to drive safely. Those who say too much is never enough have clearly never driven the Dodge Viper. We like the power provided by the Viper's roaring V10 engine, but only true racers would ever need more than its 600 horsepower output. With that much power, it's easy to spin the tires and, if applied in excess while cornering, the car itself. With no electronic safety nets to prevent a spin, responsibility for safely guiding the Dodge Viper lies squarely with the driver, which is either good or bad depending on who's behind the wheel. Complementing the engine is a race-tuned suspension which delivers nicely balanced steering and high handling limits, albeit at the cost of ride comfort. The Dodge Viper feels completely at home on the racetrack, but on the streets, its firm suspension and loud interior can be fatiguing. One of our favorite features is the Viper's V10 engine. Beyond stunning acceleration, it also delivers a delightfully aggressive exhaust note. We also like the exterior styling of the Dodge Viper. Part of the fun in owning a supercar is the attention it draws, and the flamboyant looks of the Viper do this with ease. The Dodge Viper's long hood line, low, wide stance, and voluptuous curving body lines recall the look of a classic performance car. From nose to tail, the Viper strikes an imposing presence thanks to details like air extraction vents on the fenders and hood, a bold fascia with crosshair grille and fog lights, and big bulging fenders. One of the Viper's more distinct features are its side-mounted exhaust outlets, which look cool but can heat up the door sill enough to burn a carelessly placed leg. In addition to 8 body and 4 racing stripe colors, the Dodge Viper is available in Roadster and Coupe body styles. The Coupe is distinguished from the Roadster by its fixed, double-bubble roof, rear fenders that extend further rearward, partially covering the taillights, and an aerodynamically kicked-up rear deck lid. Inside, the Viper features a minimalist design motif. Beyond climate and audio controls, there's little else to distract the driver from the act of driving. In a nod to comfort, there is a shallow storage area in the center console along with a single cup holder, although the latter is barely deep enough to actually hold a drink in place. Interior space is good for a performance car, with enough legroom for taller occupants and a respectable amount of headroom. As expected of such a capable performance car, the seats feature highly effective side bolstering while remaining comfortable for longer drives. The trunk is modest in the Roadster, but Viper Coupes offer slightly increased luggage space. Some of the standard features offered for the Dodge Viper are air conditioning, power-adjustable pedals, HID headlights, and a 310-watt 7-speaker audio system. Standard safety features include anti-lock brakes and multi-stage front airbags. Options for the Viper are few and include metallic paint, painted racing stripes, a navigation system, and polished wheels. An aero package is also available, which improves aerodynamics as well as adding even more aggression to the Viper's exterior design. Under the Dodge Viper's louvered hood lies an 8.4-liter V10 engine producing 600 horsepower and 560 pound-feet of torque. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual transmission. Shifting gears requires a bit of effort, but the transmission generally works well. However, shifting at low speeds can be a pain thanks to a shift interlock feature that automatically forces the transmission to 4th instead of 2nd when shifting. The interlock is meant to improve fuel economy, but we found it to be more of a nuisance than anything else. In terms of fuel economy, the Viper is more efficient than one might expect. City numbers are in the low teens, but freeway economy reaches into the low 20s thanks largely to the transmission's very low 6th gear. Pricing for the Dodge Viper Coupe starts at a little more than $88,000, with prices for the Roadster around $900 higher. With the optional aero package and premium paint, the price for a Dodge Viper can approach $100,000. The similarly capable Chevrolet Corvette Z06 has a substantially lower starting price, around $72,000. To find out what consumers are paying for the Dodge Viper right now, we suggest you check the New Car Blue Book value page. Due to its low sales volume and high demand, the Dodge Viper should hold its value reasonably well over time. And that's our comprehensive Kelley Blue Book review of the Dodge Viper.